Sir, I have seen your one-man show videos in YouTube. I could not believe myself such things can happen in this world. You have saved so many young lives. God bless you, sir. You have saved so many families from the clutches of lifelong suffering. Doctor, the first case you operated was a young man, having no relatives. No routine investigations. No anesthetist. Not paid any money. How you decided about surgery and what exactly you did.
Good morning, and thank you very much for seeing my video in YouTube. I'm sure you have appreciated it. So that was a heroic act to save someone's life who was on deathbed. So let me tell you the sequence of events, how it happened. Normally, as a neurosurgeon anywhere in this world, they will be called to see patients in emergencies. Patient will be brought in unconscious state from wherever it is, whether from road traffic accident or brain hemorrhage or something else has happened. Patients are in unconscious state. They will bring. So 24 hours round the clock, they can come in emergency department. One day on Sunday night, I was about to sleep or I was in sleep. I got a call from one of the hospitals that one young unconscious patient was been brought by some unknown people and they have left him here. So we have admitted and connected him to the ventilator. Kindly come and see. It was around 12 past, I think 1 a.m. So I was in dilemma. So because it was Sunday night, it was raining, and it was almost 25 kilometer away from my residence. So what to do? So mind will be in dilemma in night times. So I was having two options. One is to go and attend the patient, see what can be done for him, because we don't know who is this person, what has happened, can it be saved or something like that. Other thing, I can respond to the doctor to call another doctor. These are the only two possibilities. If you are a full timer, you have to go. I am not. I am a visiting consultant in a majority of hospitals and some nursing homes. So it was like that. So then I decided, because I used to attend a call previously in those hospitals. So I decided to go, and immediately I took my car and drove there, and I reached there in 30 minutes. So uh, I directly entered the ICU, and the patient was on ventilator. He was a young man, around 20, 22 years. He was on ventilator. There was no movement in his limb, and his pupils, fully dilated both side. And when I examined, luckily they have done a CT scan of the head, which revealed a big clot on one side. And that clot was compressing the brain and pushing the brain to the opposite side. Now, after seeing the CT scan, I called the RMO, resident medical officer in charge of the ICU, and told to call him to call the relatives. Now, unfortunately, there was no one except one young boy. Maybe he was 15 years old, waiting outside. So he told me there is no attendants around him. And then I called that boy. So he was a newly come to the city for some in search of job from Bihar. So he was not aware anything about that. So we could not take any decision on his things. So then what is the thing we can do now? So it was a night around 1 to 1:30 a.m. and there is no one has paid money. Just they have kept him. Maybe some 2,000 rupees they have given there, and they are gone. And now he is on deathbed. His pupil is dilated, means another 1 or 2 hours he is going to die. So only option for me is either you do something or write the findings in the case paper and tell the RMO to shift to either government or municipality hospital. Now I have some experience with this type of municipality, and so once you go there, no one will bother. So there will be a lot of delay, and patient with the pupil dilated, if you send, so he might collapse, his heart might stop on the way or in the entry only. Most of the time there will be no bed. So they will shunt him to another hospital. So many patients have lost life like that. So I told, so if I do that, that will be injustice because no one is there to take him. Who will take him? There has to be some attendant. So we cannot call police and take him. Once police have kept him, then it is our duty. So the other option is operate and remove the clot. So I was in dilemma what to do. So this hospital is was not fit for major surgery, major neurosurgery. They don't have any ready prepared operation theater or OT technician. So everything is closed. Second, they don't have OT instrument also. So I normally carry neurosurgery instrument in my car. So then, something happened to my mind. I told RMO, I will operate free of cost and let me remove the clot and then we will keep him here. So after that, if someone is there, you can shift him to government hospital. Otherwise, call the police and ask them to shift. So then there was no blood available, there was no investigation available, and I don't know what was the injury in the chest abdomen. His blood pressure was maintained. So what I did, not to delay further because every minute and whatever chances are there, you have to immediately remove it. So I told the RMO to push the patient to the operation theater. Meanwhile, I brought my instrument from the car and I cleaned with the antiseptic solution and I shaved his head and cut open under the skull under local anesthesia. There was no anesthetist as he was already on ventilator. We connected the patient tube to the ventilator and manually we did ambu bag. So now the thing is that in the operation theater, I did best thing whatever could be done. That was his clot was removed, the pressure on the brain was removed. There was a fracture here, maybe because of impact, something was fallen. We don't know the details, whether it was assault, whether it was injury, how it has happened. But there was a clot which I made a hole and cut the skull and removed the clot. And again, after completing the surgery, I took him to the ICU. And on examining his pupil, within 1 hour, the pupil has become normal size. That means the pressure in the center of the brain has been relieved. That nerve has become started functioning. And that was a great sign, a feeling of reassurance that there is a possibility that he might survive. So I told the RMO, wrote all the report in the case file, and I left. Early morning, around 5 o'clock, I left. So I came home and I was just following up what has happened. Anyone has come. For 2 days, no one turned up. Patient was given a medication, this one, that one. His hemoglobin was well. Luckily, he was not having any other injuries. So maybe because it was a local injury which has affected the head.
Doctor, I salute your bravery and decision making. Now I know why you have named this show as One Man Show. It's purely your decision at every stage. From the time you saw the patient in ICU, till you operated and shifted him back. You are great, sir. Can you tell me what happened to him after the surgery?
So over a period of 1 week, he's slowly improving, and then once the improvement started, he recovered rapidly, and within no time, within no time, patient recovered completely, and he got a discharge also.
Doctor, normally, surgeons do not operate without relatives. Then how you decided to operate? Suppose someone else come and object tomorrow, how will handle the situation?
See, operating without relatives is a very difficult, and it is very risky. Today's world, where there is no security, it is impossible for without consent to operate. Whatever may be your good thoughts. So even if you operate with the greatest divine impression that you are saving the person, suppose if he dies or if he did not land up in a coma, how to explain to the relative? So it is very difficult. So no one will go forward and operate this type of patient because many hospitals without money you cannot proceed with surgery. In corporate hospital it is impossible. In government and municipality there is always shortage of bed for this type of patient, and you can understand if he is unknown or brought by police, so no one can do justice. Who is having interest when so many uh, patients are there, and the system is so bad? It is very difficult. It is practically impossible to save unknown person in this critical stage. So that is why doing this type of surgery is unknown, without relatives, without blood, without money, without prepared battlefield, that is the operation theater and assistant, anesthetist. These are, I call it is an heroic surgery. And I have not seen anybody doing this type of surgery. I still remember as soon as I passed from neurosurgery from NIMAS Bangalore, during send off, my professor told, so a good surgeon will break open the head if if he can save the patient by removing the clot. So I always used to think, what is the meaning of that? So he used to tell, if you go to some place and you don't have any instrument and patient is having a big clot, then he was telling me, he take a hammer and chisel from the carpenter and break open his head and remove the. So I was always remembering. For me, it was looking very easy. What is that? I have done previously also one patient like this only. But this is in Mumbai. It is a city where, lot of things can happen. So he has come from some place for in search of job. He was working, and his parents are maybe, they are poor, and even if they come, they cannot afford. So many negatives are there. Still, my responsibility. Once I saw the patient, it is my responsibility to do the justice. And that is what I have tried to do it.
Doctor, you said you have operated this patient under local anesthesia. How it's possible, sir?
See, yes, I operated this patient under local anesthesia. See, local anesthesia, we can operate. I have operated conscious patient also under local anesthesia. Uh, when the patient is absolutely poor and no one is coming forward to do charity or paying money, and when this surgery is going to save his life, so that time I have done under local anesthesia and removed the tumor. Here, local anesthesia means there was no anesthetist, but patient was already on ventilator and intubation, and for him, giving local anesthesia and doing operation was not so much difficult because he is already unconscious. So his pain feeling is very less.
Doctor, I salute your bravery and decision making. Now I know why you have named this show as One Man Show. It's purely your decision at every stage. From the time you saw the patient in ICU, till you operated and shifted him back. You are great, sir.
Thank you very much for your appreciation. Uh, I have labeled these all heroic acts as one man show. See, one man show means what? Here, the actor is only one person. From seeing the patient, receiving the call from the doctor, then going and attending in the midnight, seeing the patient in ICU on the death bed, where big clot is there which is compressing the brain, there is a chance of impending death. Patient was on ventilator and there was no relative to take responsibility both for payment sake and in case death occurs to receive the dead body and other things. There is no one. There is no arranged blood. There is no investigation. We don't know what is he. See, he may be having some viral infection which is dangerous to the surgeon also. So all those things one person is taking. So that is why it is a one man show. See, in real life, one man show means when you come across some tragedies, you have to act immediately. You cannot wait. My teammates will come, my some other person will come, my that person. By that time, fire has engulfed that building. So you should act immediately. Try to save as many as possible. You should act. I have acted in that spirit only, and I have tried to save the patient. And today is very good. Today, after that, immediately after the discharge from the hospital, sometime he was working with me in my reception, and later he moved to Bihar. There he got married and he is having 3 children, and he is running one burger shop.
किधर रहता है रे तू?
सर पवई रहता हूँ।
जब भी तू इधर था ना, तुमको एक्सीडेंट हुआ था ना, चोट लगा था, तू क्या काम करता था इधर?
सर इधर जिस समय एक्सीडेंट किया था सर, उस समय हम मार्बल सीट का लोडिंग अनलोडिंग करते थे।
हाँ, फिर कैसे लगा तुमको मार?
मार सर लगा था वो हीरा नंदिनी में जो है नया
हाँ।
बिल्डिंग बन रहा था, वहाँ माल खाली करने के लिए गए थे।
हाँ।
तो माल खाली हो गया था, हम ढाला के पास जो है बैक साइड में खड़े थे, तो ऊपर से लकड़ी का टुकड़ा सीट पर गिर गया था।
बाप रे, किसने डाला? रात में हुआ था वो?
शाम को लगा था।
शाम को? फिर तो
8-7 बजे करीब लगा था।
फिर तू तो बेहोश हो गया तुरंत?
हाँ, उतना याद है सर कि हमको सिर पर लगा, हम गिर गए। और
खून आ रहा था बाहर,
खून नहीं आता सर बाहर,
अंदर का अंदर ही मार लगा।
अंदर का अंदर। उसके बाद तो आप ही को मालूम है सर।
अभी आदमी का शादी भी हो गया, 3 बच्चे भी है और बड़ा बर्गर का दुकान भी चला के अपना जीवन चला रहा है बिहार में।
कितने बजे को शुरू होता है?
ये सर हम 11:30 बजे दिन में आते हैं, उसके बाद बनाते उनाते जो है ना 12 बज जाता है।
ओके।
12 बजे से काम स्टार्ट हो जाता है।
हाँ
जैसे जैसे सामान तैयार हुआ, ग्राहक आया तो वो सामान बेचते गए, और 3 बजे में जाके पूरा रेडी हो जाता है।
हाँ, वेरी गुड।
तो सर अभी ठंडा का मौसम है तो अभी नॉर्मल चलता है।
वेरी गुड। कितने लोग आता है?
जी
कितने लोग आते हैं खाने को तुम्हारा?
सर वही है कि 100 के लमसम में लोग आता जाता रहता है। चाउमीन खाता है, बर्गर, कभी कोई बर्गर खाया, कोई लिट्टी भी खाता है, लिट्टी भी बनाते हैं।
वो क्या होता है लिट्टी?
लिट्टी सर मैदा का बनता है।
हाँ, तुम भी बनाता है?
जी, उसमें सतुआ डाल के बनता है।
बहुत टेस्ट रहता है।
जी टेस्ट तो रहता है। सतुआ में सर ये जिंजर, गार्लिक, सॉल्ट और ओनियन काट करके देते हैं उसमें।
हाँ। तुम्हारा बेटी तुमको मदद करता है क्या?
सर बहुत मदद करता है।
हाँ
अगर मदद नहीं करेगा सर तो फिर काम नहीं कर पाएंगे हम।
हाँ।
मदद नहीं करेगी ना तो काम नहीं कर पाते हैं।
हाँ
जी, पूरा फैमिली आती है यहाँ।
हाँ,
जी
सब मिलके करते हैं।
हाँ, वो लोग तैयार कर देते हैं तो रात में बच्चे सबको नहीं भी आया, स्कूल चला गया या कुछ कर लिया, ये तबीयत गड़बड़ रहा तो अकेले काम कर लिए, लेकिन रेडी रहेगा तो ना।
एक दिन में कितना रुपए का धंधा होता है?
धंधा सर 1000 से लेके 4000 के बीच में होता है।
वेरी गुड। बाहर का लोग भी आके खाता है क्या तुम्हारा?
सर हम 4-5 किलोमीटर में उत्तर, पूरा पश्चिम, दक्षिण का सर हम मास्टर है।
हाँ।
जी
तुम्हारा नाम
मतलब
हाँ?
जो ही सामान बनाते हैं सर तो थोड़ा अच्छा बनाते हैं।
तुम्हारा नाम फेमस हो गया उधर?
हाँ सर, नाम फेमस है। मनोज बर्गर वाला, मंचूरियन वाला के नाम से लोग जानता है।
हाँ।
जी
तुम एक बोर्ड लगाना है उधर।
सर बोर्ड नहीं लगा हुआ, ऐसे ही नाम चलता है सर मेरा।
वेरी गुड। बहुत नाम अच्छा लगता है क्या बम्बई?
सर हमको जितना स्टेट घूमे है ना, सबसे बढ़िया लगा हमको बॉम्बे।
हाँ।
दिल्ली घूमे सर, पंजाब घूमे, लुधियाना में थे,
कर्नाटक।
साउथ में सर मणिपाल गए थे।
हाँ।
उससे भी अच्छा हमको बॉम्बे लगा, इसलिए बॉम्बे लगा कि हमको रात दिन बराबर दिखने को मिला।
That was just superb. His family will be eternally grateful to you. I am sure you also may be feeling great joy.
See, you have seen my video in YouTube. You have closely heard this. See, there is lot of things to learn from this video. This is an act. This is an heroic act. Heroic act means what? The one person who is representing hero takes all the action and try to save the patient, putting his life in danger. Now, here the patient was in deathbed. If you leave him, he is gone. And the hero is myself, Dr. Shanai. So I have to take decision immediately. That my decision decides his future, whether he is going to survive or not. So you cannot bring all what I will get, what is my profit, all those things you have to keep it in the sideline. the single point agenda is you have to save him. If life is there, everything is there. If life only it is not there, so what is the great use? So I am a surgeon, neurosurgeon. I have done here. My interest of presenting this one-man show is to the public in their territory, in their field, when they face this type of situation where somebody's life is in danger, your action will save him. If you do not act within that time, so he might die, like road traffic accident. Yeah, some fire was there, some boat mishap, drowning people. See, if you sit and see, recently you have seen one techie person fell down in that pond, dug for constructing building in Gurugram. There were people who were seeing him getting drowned. He was calling and screaming, but none has tried to save him. So similarly, in Delhi, Jal Nigam, they have created a big crater there, and the bike fellow fell down. That worker was there, he has not bothered to inform to the concerned authority. If he was informed, he would have got saved. Nothing has been done. So this is how people avoid taking responsibility, avoid doing any action. So that is how we lose patience and the most important part. This is the real life story of a patient who was brought in comatose condition due to accident at work site, was bailed out from death trap during heroic surgery which took place in the midnight in a hostile situation. Thank you very much for seeing the video. Kindly write your comments and forward and subscribe this video. Thank you very much.